What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Machiavelli, and I'm back with another reaction video, man. After doing that other reaction video, I feel kind of awkward right now. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, but this is Sadhguru exposed by one question. I told you guys I would get this video out to you, and I would have reacted to it when I uploaded the other ones. But bro, I don't know, bro. I didn't want to hurry up and jump on this right away and not see everybody else's viewpoints. Because the whole thing is, like, I seen one video that said Sadhguru exposed, and then I seen that and I was like, okay, I'll react to that at some point. Then I seen another one. I was like, yo, what's going on? Then I seen some YouTube shorts of the same thing. Like, yo, what is going on? Everybody trying to expose Sadhguru. So, Sadhguru exposed by one question, deleted video, so I ain't gonna be able to find that actual video on YouTube. Sadhguru tried to silence me, and this is by David Rams. So without further ado, man, let's get it.
I can't believe I don't even know what to tell you at this point. I've not got a reaction that's going to be like helpful right now. I'm trying to be productive here, but I just want to say something like really like this guy. Hey, it's David here, back with another video, and in today's video we're going to do a reaction video. We're going to react to a famous Indian guru named Sadhguru. I've been in India now for some months, and I know Sadhguru has a massive reputation here. People really love him here, but he's also got a big reputation worldwide as he's probably the best known guru in the world, mainly for his positive spiritual messages, meditation techniques, meditation guiding, things like that. He's one of the main gurus that speaks English, so his audience is obviously like huge because of that. So he can reach out to international markets, and so he's loved, renowned. People really love him, and to be honest, he's done some good stuff. He's done some questionable stuff as well, which we're going to get into today. Seems a bit confused at times. He spoke about milking cows. He got into a discussion live in front of a lot of people about the cruelty involved in milking cows. Let's just say it wasn't very good. He didn't do a good job. When we're going to react to it today, we're going to look at what he said and we're going to debunk the...
That's crazy, because I think I've seen a video about it. Either I reacted to it, because I react to so many Sadhguru videos, it's ridiculous. But either I reacted to that, or I seen like a snippet of it. But I do vaguely remember him talking about milking cows.
The things he said that were untrue, and we're going to analyze him as an individual and the way he answers these questions as well, because there's a lot to look at here, there's a lot to take apart. Before we jump into the reaction video, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any videos in the future. Let's get into the video. Let's see what Sadhguru has to say about milking cows. I'm going to put my headphones on so this is easier to edit later.
Namaskaram, Sadhguru. My question is about milk. Milk is coming from the cows, which is a very torturous way.
How old are you?
You see that straight away? This is really rude. He's been asked this question before. You can tell by the way his body language, the way he's suddenly making a joke. He's not comfortable with what he's being asked. This is a telltale sign. I mean, I'm not an expert in body language. I'm not an expert in psychology. I did study psychology at university. I do have a degree, but this to me is obvious. Like if...
Yeah, I was just about to say, bro, you don't really have to know body language to know that he's off the bat being disrespectful, bro. Like, let the girl, like, I don't know if it was a girl or not, but it sounded like a girl. But let the person finish their question, bro. Doesn't matter how uncomfortable it may be, but you just gotta answer the question. Let her finish the question first.
If you're about to get shaken by a question, if you want to gain some power back, make a joke. Be like, you know, how old are you? Like, you know, it's funny, right? Everyone laughs. Okay, Sadhguru's got the audience. He's got the crowd. Now the tough question's going to come and he's getting himself some points, you know. He's getting the crowd behind him. Let's see how this goes on.
I'm 32.
Too late for milk drinking.
So again, you know, it's a weird way to respond to somebody like that. I mean, this individual is commenting on the cruelty of milk. Clearly, she's going to be against milking cows. That's why she's asking the question. And he's making a joke about her being too old to drink milk and then kind of smirking and smug like that. It's not a good start. It's not a good start.
That's a bad look.
Sadhguru, I didn't understand.
Yeah, I didn't understand. Yeah, exactly. Why would you? You're trying to...
I use Sadhguru Studio for everything, for my remixes, for my beats. You could do so many.
trying to ask a question to somebody who's supposed to be a responsible guru and he's making fun of you in front of a crowd.
Then you can drink milk.
Like, is it just fear? Does this not make anyone else feel uncomfortable? This guy's in a position of power. A woman in the crowd has asked him a question and he's used his power, used his dominance to make fun of her. And then she's like, oh, wait, I don't understand. I was asking you a question. Can I, are we going to get to my question? And he's like, oh, if you don't understand, then yeah, you should be drinking milk. Like, what are you, how is that? I don't get this. I don't get this. It's not a good start. It's not funny.
Okay.
So the cows are getting tortured just to get the milk from them, and it's about their reproductive system, and we are dependent on the milk which should be given to the her children, and this has been happening since ages, and also in the yogic system and in the temples. The milk is getting used for diyas and also for the linga. So I'm not sure how good it is. Sometimes I feel very bad about it.
I don't know where you saw diyas burning with milk. Anyway.
Again, making jokes on her expense again, because this is an uncomfortable question for him. This is supposed to be one of the most well-renowned gurus in India, somebody he knows how it feels to be.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It was one Sadhguru video that I was reacting to. I don't know if it was the David Eagleman or the Mike Tyson. It was one Sadhguru video I reacted to, and I felt like this should be, a positive back and forth between, in a way, two people, like a guru and a scientist, or something, like, you know what I mean? Like, and the fact that he just kept cracking jokes. I'm like, dude, what? Can you be serious? It was one video that I reacted to where he was doing that, and I was kind of getting annoyed. Because it was just like, dude, can you be serious? For I wasn't even sure what to take note of, or what to take serious, or what.
Be embarrassed. He's not the kind of person that should be embarrassing people, but here he is doing it again. The question we need to be asking ourselves is, why would a well-renowned guru, such a well-respected guru, make fun of somebody asking a question multiple times? Well, I guess
it makes you look immature, bro. That's another thing. It makes you look very lower than what you are. Like, you're a guru. People around the world look up to you. And so when you act like this, a lot of people in the world that's just going to be looking, frowns upon stuff like this, bro. Because somebody's asking you a question. See, the thing about being a guru is, bro, when people ask you these questions, you got to be, you got to be in that lion's den. You got to answer these questions. You have to, like I say, bro, no matter how comfortable or uncomfortable it may be, you got to answer these. You got to respond in some sort of way. And this is how you do not respond. It's like this. It shows that you're immature as hell, bro. I'm kind of disappointed to see that. But like I say, I've reacted to one video where he was constantly just cracking jokes. And it was just like, dude, can you get on track? I don't even know what you're talking about at this point, because you're so off track. You keep cracking jokes. I don't even know what's going on no more.
We're going to find out.
Yeah, all right. So, it's better to slaughter them, not torture them, right?
What?
Right.
And there it is. This is why he was making fun, because this touches a nerve with him, because he knows that what he's about to say is nonsense. So he's building up some support with these silly jokes so that he can drop this absolute nonsense point and get away with it, right? Because people are on his side now. They were on his side anyway, but now they're really on his side, and he's made this girl look stupid. He's made the girl feel stupid. So now when he comes out with his absolutely fucking stupid point, it's going to be accepted. It's going to be widely accepted, and she's going to feel even more stupid. Put forward the...
And this is what's so crazy about people that's in Sadhguru's position too, man. A lot of you guys that are on his side in the audience, You guys fail. Like, I swear, like, people are so. I've said that before. I've said people, like, in these audiences are so drama like. You know, I think that was in the last couple Sadhguru reaction videos that I made, where he was clapping back at a guy or a woman in the audience, and the audience is cheering him on, but the person that's in the audience that's asking you the questions, the audience is cheering them on too, because they're not giving up in the fight as far as, you know, asking you questions. But then they're clapping and cheering for Sadhguru because he's making some good comebacks too. So it's like, you know, and you would think that people in the audience really shouldn't be, what's the word, instigating the situation like that. You know, if somebody's being clapped at and you can see that they're being clapped at, why would you guys cheer this man on? I get it, you guys praise him. I get it, you guys, you know, but at the same time, if this guy is doing what he's doing, not being professional, not being the guru that everybody think he is, disrespectful, why cheer him on? If he says anything, I don't care if it's wrong or if it's right, why cheer him on? It's not your job to pick on somebody just because a question got uncomfortable for you, bro. Now I could see it. Now, like I say, it would make more sense if it was the videos that I reacted to a couple weeks ago or whatever. It would make more sense if it was that. Okay, somebody in the audience said something slick to me, so I gotta say it back. Even though, still, even in that case, is kind of like, okay, you're supposed to take the high road. You're in a better, you know, you're in a bigger position. You got more, you know, you got more exposure. Don't stoop down to that level. But what makes it even worse than that is when this is somebody who's really don't want no smoke with you whatsoever. I'm not clapping at you. I'm not, you know, trying to get on your bad side. I'm just asking you a question. I can imagine how she felt after she went home after this.
Dichotomy of, oh, so it's better to slaughter them rather than torture them. No, it's better to do neither, and that's what this girl is suggesting. No, just don't do any of these things. The only reason they exist is because they're being bred. So the solution is to stop breeding them, not to torture them or kill them.
Well, it's better to leave them the way they want to live.
That will not happen. The only other option is slaughter them. So we think it's better to milk them rather than slaughter them.
Oh, and that, oh God. This is the most manipulative, like, this guy, I've seen other videos of this guy and I've really liked him, but this right here is the most manipulative shit thing I've ever seen. This thing here, this is like the trigger. This is like, clap for me because you support me. I've said something that you should clap for. That's what that is. It's a nod. It's a nod for people to be like, woo.
And people are clapping for that. Soon as he did this, they started clapping. Like I say, bro, the audience is nothing but a bunch of instigators. All they're doing is siding with him because he has the more, and that's how it is with anybody who has more of a what's the word I'm looking for? That's how it is with anybody with more of a fan base, who the world loves. If anybody was to go back and forth with Drake on Instagram Live, who do you think is gonna win? The regular 9-to-5 guy who works at Burger King or Drake? Who's rather if it, even if Drake is wrong for saying what he said to the guy that works at Burger King, who do you guys think is gonna side with who? Like Chris Brown, same thing. Like let's say Chris Brown went got on Instagram Live and went back and forth with a guy who works at Home Depot. Like, it's the same thing, bro. The audience is gonna go with who has more of a fan base. That's why some people, bro, I don't know, bro. The audience, for number one, they instigate. Two, they take sides based off who has more clout than the other, who has more views and likes and subscribers and followers than the other person. But that person can be dead wrong about everything. But you guys wouldn't take this person's side because he works at Burger King and he has a part-time job or whatever. But you guys took this person's side because they're a celebrity. Like, come on, bro. You gotta do better.
Yeah, this is that was a disgusting move, a manipulative tactic. And he's been doing it since the beginning of this, been doing it since she asked the first question, because he knew he was going to have to mess with people's minds to get this point across, because they're not going to agree with it. You're putting across a false dichotomy of either we slaughter them or we milk them. Thank you. No, that's not true. It's not true whatsoever. She said it rightly.
Have you ever asked yourself, what is the difference between the old millionaires and the new millionaires? And have you ever asked yourself,
before he cut her off, before she could explain the point better, that no, we stop breeding them and we leave them alone. We can stop breeding them, like forcibly breeding them so that the numbers will decrease, and then we can care for them or we can leave them alone. Now, obviously, leaving them alone is maybe not the best idea because they're domesticated. It would be shitty to have them trying to survive around, the streets and stuff like that. But getting them into sanctuaries is a viable option, especially as the numbers start to decrease as we stop breeding them into existence.
We think it's better to put them to work than to slaughter them. This is my understanding of cruelty. If your understanding of cruelty is milking the cow is very cruel, so we will kill the cow and eat it up. That's exactly what will happen.
Again, with this false dichotomy, oh, if you think milking the cow is cruel, well, killing them is more cruel, so my version of cruelty is better than your version of cruelty, so
exactly.
Therefore milk them. It's just such a strange answer. We think it's better to put them to work. We think it's better to put them to work. Let's put it into a human context, for example, because if you were going to go to, I don't know, somewhere in the world where they have kids making clothes or whatever for, like, I say Primark or something like that, and they have the kids making the clothes in the factories and whatnot, and then you went and asked the guy who's running the place, or whatever, the girl running the place, he said, hey, do you not think that these kids should be at home or, like, being cared for? Should they not be being taken care of by some kind of charity or something like that? I mean, they don't look very good, like this is cruel. And then they just say, like, well, we think it's better to put them to work rather than, slaughtering them. Like, what? There's a third option. Wait, what? We think it's better to put these kids to work rather than killing them. Oh, no, or you could try and link the kids up with charities. You could try to create, I don't know, a welfare.
Tell me why. I was gonna give you guys an example just like that. Of course, I was gonna have my own little spin and example to it, but bro, that's literally like saying, yeah, put these kids to work, or if you don't think that they're good enough to work, kill them, slaughter them. Wow. Why does it have to be either or? That's literally what I was gonna say. But I mean, both our points is across. Like
area for them, like something that doesn't require them to sit in a place making clothes or require them to go and be killed. Like it's. I know humans and non-humans definitely we're not the same. I don't go down that road with me. I know we're not the same. I know, but in the ways that we deserve to live happily, healthily, without being used, exploited for work against our will or for anything, we are the same in that way. And he would never say this about a human, but he's showing his human supremacy here by saying it about non-humans.
Whatever your intentions are, that is exactly what will happen. Yes or no? That's all that will happen. So if you think that is more humane, just to slaughter them and eat them up, that's not my understanding of cruelty. My understanding of cruelty and compassion is, first thing is right to life.
Yeah, like of course the first thing is right to life. They have the right to live without being oppressed and exploited. Like, how are you quoting right to life when you've just said that it's okay
right.
to enslave them and milk them? I don't get this. I don't get this at all. It doesn't make any sense.
There is cruelty everywhere. You were sent to school, it's a bloody cruel place.
How are people falling for this bullshit? How are people clapping that comment?
I told you, bro. This has been going on from the beginning of time. This is nothing new, bro. This right here is nothing new. I'm pretty sure all of us went through this on a schoolyard, during recess, or whatever. When you're going to battle toe-to-toe with somebody, whoever has the most to gain, or whoever is the most popular guy, everybody's going to be on that person's side. This person can be a little scrub, but they're not going to mess with him even though he won the fight. They're not going to mess with him. We don't want to talk to him. We want to talk to the popular guy even though he lost. Even though he's in the wrong. This is nothing different, bro. I'm kind of disgusted, man. I'm not going to lie. And I got, what? A good 14 minutes? 14 minutes and some change till this video's over?
Said to school, it's a cruel place. Yes, school is a cruel place, but you're not being locked up, enslaved, artificially inseminated, and having your babies ripped away from you,
Yeah,
being milked, and repeating that process over and over and over and over again until eventually have no more milk to give and you're tired, and then they either kick you out on the street or send you to a slaughterhouse or export you to a different country. If it's in India, they export cows to different countries to have them slaughtered in different countries, or export them to a state that does kill cows, because India is the second largest producer of beef in the world and a leading producer of leather.
Sick of all the ads like this one? Just head to adskiller.com, click on Activate Now,
in the world. So how is this funny at all? How can you possibly compare these two things? And then there's audience that's clapping him. Like, he thinks he's so clever and so smart, but it's actually, this is riddled with absolute nonsense.
Yeah, bro.
Yes, it's very cruel on a child. But can you leave the children on the street and say, don't go to school? We have to put them through that cruelty because otherwise they will go and kill each other on the street.
What are you talking about? I can't believe this.
That was
I can't believe, nonsense.
Yes,
that blew my mind too, not in a good way.
But can you leave the children on the street and say, don't go to school? We have to put them through that cruelty because otherwise they will go and kill each other on the street.
What are you talking about? I can't believe this. I can't believe, I don't even know what to tell you at this point. I've not got a reaction that's going to be like helpful right now. I'm trying to be productive here, but I just want to say something like really, like, fuck this guy. This is ridiculous. That's all. Okay, I've got it off my chest now. But seriously, what the fuck is he talking about? Kids are going to kill each other if they don't go to school, so therefore we need to put cows into dairy farms. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like, dude, he's getting off track. Well, yeah, he's getting off track because he's pretty much trying to compare, and he's doing a very terrible job of comparing the two. Like, yo, it's no. Most people, when they try to compare stuff, it's usually things that have similarities, but those two are so far different. Like, that's, oh my God, what are you saying?
Yes, so many negative things will happen in their life. They will become, poverty will take over, crime will take over, other kinds of things will take over. So it's better put them through 12, 15 years of cruelty to avoid a lifelong suffering, yes or no? We know certain things are cruel, but we still do it because the alternative is worse. First and foremost thing for every life is right to life. After that, whether it should be milked or not, whether it should be worked or not, I'm sure the next thing is the bulls are drawing the cart. Some people are coming, activists are coming and saying, They're doing very cruel, these bulls are being treated very cruel, they're drawing the cart, flat ground, put ball bearings, easy, brakes and everything so that it's not very hard on him, but he needs to work. If he doesn't work, we will just keep him and you will feed him? Such a thing won't work. So we will leave him. Where will he go? Straight to the slaughterhouse.
Why? Like, again, it's like, he's saying like, yeah, work these animals, work them, like make their work easier than, don't make their work too hard, but work them, because if we don't work them, they'll go to the slaughterhouse. No, like I said, there's a third option, there's always the third option. Don't breed them into existence in the first place, and send them to a bloody sanctuary where they can live as a cow should live, not live under oppression, under slavery by some slave master who's making them cart them around and stuff. Like, it's...
Right. Because they want him to go quick before he loses his muscle. That's what will happen to him. We want him to live, that's why we're making him work. If it's a male, we make him work that way. If it's a female, we milk her. It's good. Otherwise, you will not give them any chance to live. Anything that's not useful to human societies, have we allowed them to live?
Anything that's... Why? This guy, this is the worst example of human supremacy ever. This is a guru, a spiritual guru. This guy is supposed to be in touch with like all life forms, and he's saying, oh, if they aren't useful to us, then, well, we just kill them.
Dude, my brain hurts right now, bro. Because it's like, on one hand, look, I get where my guy right here is coming from, right? But I'm trying to I'm trying to take in both parts. See, I understand what my guy right here is saying. I understand what he's saying. But then I'm trying to understand what Sadhguru, the point he's trying to make. But every time I catch up to what he's trying to say, he ends up making a left turn, and I end up getting lost. And I'm just like, dude, wait, whoa, you had me until you said this. Now wait a minute, whoa, like, dude. He is getting me brain dead right now, bro. For a second, I was keeping up with him, and then he had just lost me.
Are we in that kind of condition? Are you in that state of compassion that things which are not useful to you, every day you will feed it with your money and keep it alive? Are you in that state of compassion, I'm asking you? If you were like that, fantastic, I would bow down at your feet, okay?
Oh my God.
If you were like that. You are not like that, I know.
You're...
For 2 times less gum-harming plaque, try…
Hey, for future references, guys, well, matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you guys at the end of this video, man.
and Colgate Total Plaque Pro Release, and be dentist ready.
This is terrible.
Guru, you're supposed to encourage people to be like this. This is your job. Literally is your job to encourage people to be like that. Not to be like, you're not like that, it's okay, don't worry. No, you tell them like, you need to be like this. You need to spend your money and spend your time and energy caring for those who can't care for themselves. The caring for those who are under a risk from other humans, are at risk from being attacked and slaughtered. Like, yes, that is a noble way of living, that is a noble cause. As a spiritual guru, a spiritual leader, should you not be encouraging people to take up that cause?
I know you're not like that.
That ain't funny.
I know who I'm dealing with. So this kind of rubbish keeps coming up, this misplaced compassion without knowing the realities of how the world works.
You see that then? Did you hear that? Please tell me you heard. This kind of rubbish comes up, this misplaced compassion without knowing how the world works. Now, let's rewind back to the beginning of the video when he was making jokes, and then he was making more jokes, and then he's undermining the girl who was asking the question. Now you can see why he was doing all of that, because he thinks it's rubbish, right? It pissed him off, didn't it? It got his back up, which is why he was a dick and made fun of a girl in the crowd from his position of complete power and authority. He made fun of a girl in the crowd. And look, I've watched other videos by this guy. Let me just tell you, he's not the biggest friend of women, all right? He's also made a comment that said if women are on their period, they shouldn't be allowed in the kitchen. They shouldn't be allowed to cook. They shouldn't also be allowed in temples, I believe he said. So, you know...
Yeah, okay, yeah. I have reacted to that one. I know I reacted because that's one of my recent ones. Okay, yeah, I will say that. As far as, yeah, females are not his best friend. They're not. Or is it because they ask the most critical questions that he can't answer, or what? Like, that's all. Come to think of it, bro, that literally is his targets. Every now and then you might get a guy in the audience that, gives Sadhguru a hard time, but yeah, I remember that video where he was talking about, women that are on periods shouldn't be allowed in temples. I remember that.
This guy is not known for being the most, I don't know, let's say, progressive in terms of the opinions towards women. And in this video, he's shown that by continuously making fun of a woman's question because he had a grudge with this question. He has a bad experience with this question, calling it rubbish and saying these things completely undermining the question when it was a perfectly valid question.
Mm-hmm. Somebody's complaining about this. If the dogs are tied up, they said cruelty to the dogs, and suddenly they would write blogs about us. Okay, if I let them loose, this happened. Where this happened? In Bangalore, one case happened, in Madurai or someplace, another happened. Packs of dogs, they attacked school-going children and ate them up. Because dog is a carnivorous animal. If they are there in packs, they will get their instinct back. Only when they're separate individual, they don't have that sense.
That is absolute, complete nonsense. First of all, dogs are not carnivorous animals. They're mainly scavengers. They're actually omnivorous. They eat both plant foods and animal foods. And as I said, they'll eat whatever they can get. The second thing that they have, their instincts come back. They're domesticated animals. They don't have killer instincts. They don't. They get into packs, and the reason they would do something like that is probably down to a mixture of like excitement or fear or whatever. They don't go out hunting in packs. They just survive. This is an isolated incident of a pack of dogs killing a kid. This doesn't happen every day because trust me, if they were hunters, if they were predators, there'd be kids dying literally every couple of hours in India because there are packs of dogs everywhere. So this is an absolute nonsense point.
But if 10-15 of them are together and roaming around, when they see a child below 4 feet of height, they will go for him.
Not true whatsoever. Please don't be scared of street dogs because of this guy. This is absolute nonsense. That is just factually incorrect.
So, school-going children were attacked and eaten up. Now what do? Now municipality comes and just culls all of them. Isn't it better that they're tied? Hello? We leave them when nobody is there. When people are there, we tie them up or put them in a box. Otherwise, the only way is to cull them.
No, the better way to do this is to neuter them, is to go out and neuter the dogs so they can't keep breeding, because yet again, it's our fault that these animals are out and about.
Bro, it's gotten to the point right now where I literally don't have anything else to say. I've already seen, and I feel like he's already showed his hand to the point where I don't need to say anything else. At this point, I'm just watching it. I don't even have nothing else to say, bro.
Out really and breeding because we brought them and we domesticated them and then we kicked them out onto the streets and let them breed. So neuter them, get them to stop breeding, and also send them to dog sanctuaries where they can live out.
He lost me like 3 or 4 comparisons ago. He lost me like 3 or 4 comparisons ago, bro. I swear, dude. Like, all his comparisons have been. So at this point, I'm not even taking anything in whatsoever.
Out their days in these big open spaces with lots of dogs and have lots of dog life and all that stuff. And this 10 to 15 dogs in a group will kill a small child. Look, I've seen small children in dog sanctuaries in India where there were like 100 dogs, and they don't pack up and try to kill the child, all right? This is absolute nonsense.
You will say we put him to sleep. Generally people say we put him to sleep. No, you just killed him. Hello? You just killed him and you want to satisfy yourself, I put him to sleep, send him to heaven, whatever nonsense. Why don't we send you also? This may sound cruel and absurd, But I want you to know this, every other life values its life as much as you value yours.
Wow. Wow, did not see that one coming.
Yeah,
So like if you believe
I was just about to say that. That kind of he was, bro. This entire video, he's been making terrible comparisons. He's been insulting the lady in the audience. He's been making her feel stupid. And out of all of this, somehow he makes a sharp right turn down. I don't know what lane, but it's a good lane though. Because this whole entire time you've just been, you've been disappointing me, Sad, man. I'm not gonna lie. But strangely, you just
that, then why are you telling people to go and milk cows and like keep contributing to that that industry?
yeah, that's what's throwing me off, bro. Out of everything you said, that was the only sentence that made any sense, which is good. But the majority of everything that you were saying was, oh my God, I gotta take a deep breath, bro. How long was that video? The original 7 minutes and 19 seconds. So a good 5.5, 6 minutes of that video was a whole bunch of hypocrisy, bad examples, bad comparisons, insulting. And out of nowhere, he just makes a right turn down Good Person Avenue. But like he said, if you believe that, then why would you sit up here and say, dude, being crossed?
Why are you telling people to tie dogs up or put them in boxes? If they value their lives as much as yours, then should we not be trying to make their lives as good as possible, therefore creating these third options that you've skipped out at every single point?
Yes.
You've made it a dichotomy when actually there's more than 3 options. There's multiple options to help these animals without taking them and putting them to work and using them and tying them up and putting them in boxes. For a spiritual guru who seems to have a very human supremacist attitude towards
Strays is rated R.
I'm starving, but completely lost, and my little puppy paw pads are really hurting right now.
But yeah, bro. Man. What do you guys think, bro?
This is what happens when
other animals, as in very dismissive of their rights, of what they would like, and this is more focused on what's easy for him. It's what's easy for humans.
Even an ant doesn't want to die. Yes or no? You think an ant is wanting to die because it's a small life? No, even an ant sees its life is as precious as yours. So if you don't milk the cow, it will go straight to the slaughterhouse. That's where it's going. That's where they're all going. Those who don't have milk, those who don't have the ability to work, that's where they're going. So…
Absolutely. Oh God, this was really stressful.
Yeah, it was, bro.
A really stressful video because it's so disappointing and frustrating when somebody with such a stature, like literally millions of people follow this guy. They hang on his every word, and
that is the exact word I was thinking. Stature, bro. You have this big following, and you coming off like this. Like I say, it made more sense when people in the audience are just heckling you and just trying to get on your bad side. I could see that, but in this case, this is an innocent question that deserved an innocent, polite answer and response.
And he's
and
so
he took it all the way
irresponsible
left.
with his words here, like so irresponsible. The way he speaks about animals, he's speaking about animals in the same way that somebody who is really not enlightened would speak about them. It doesn't seem to me like he's actually connecting with life as he is supposed to as a spiritual guru. It seems to me like he's just making excuses for exploiting animals and abusing animals and dominating animals like everybody else does, except he does it with a smile, like a little bit of like a comedy at the expense of somebody asking a serious question, and putting the hands together to show that he's, you know, right and that everybody needs to clap. This is a really sad 7-minute video of this guy, the worst that I've seen him, like the absolute worst. It honestly exposes that these gurus, they are really no different to the rest of us. When pushed on veganism, the majority of even rational critical thinkers, but also like gurus and spiritual leaders, the vast majority of them fall to pieces, and they show their true colors, that they're not truly connected, they're not truly compassionate, because the human supremacist attitudes start to come out and seep into their messaging every single time. And this is not just applicable to Sadhguru. As I said, there are other thinkers out there are other people out there, speakers who do the same thing, and I'm going to be covering them in this series of Vegan Reacts videos. We're going to go through lots of different people. So if you're a Sadhguru fan, hey, don't go away from here being upset and offended. If you go check my videos, I've been reacting to lots of people's videos, so don't think this is something against Indian culture. For the record, disclaimer, I'm not anti-Hindu.
I gotta say that to the rest of you guys too that subscribe to my channel too. Don't unsubscribe from here. Don't get on my bad side just because, you know, it's just for the content, man. You know? Which, by the way, I'm gonna need you guys' opinion.
I'm not anti-Muslim, I'm not anti-Jain, I'm not anti-Christian, I'm not anti any specific religion, alright? This is not a religious video here, and I'm not anti-Indian either. I'm not anti-people of color, I'm not anti-white people, This is purely objectively watching this person speak and reacting to this person speaking, all right? So don't come into the comments, give me all that crap, calling me all these different things, okay? I'm not standing for it. But do comment. Do let me know in the comments what you think. And if you want to give me some crap, that's your call if you want to give me some crap. I mean, I can't stop you, but know that this was against his ideas, not against him necessarily as a person. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification.
Yeah, but you guys let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below of my video too. Cause I was surprised, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was surprised. I've seen Sadhguru clap back at people, but I've never seen him initiate the clap when somebody asks him a question, you know? So, and me watching this, you guys let me know how you guys feel about me reacting to more Sadhguru videos. Because I ain't gonna lie, after seeing this, even though his mind kind of shifted later on in the video, it was still like, bro, the majority of this entire thing was just, his mind was just off. And there would be point in times where, like I say, man, I'm keeping up with what he's trying to say, but he's not saying it. So it was kind of weird. Like, I'm thinking he's gonna say this, and then no, he just like it's like taking somebody on a stroll through the park, and they don't know where they're going, right? And you don't either, but you're following this person. So they don't know where they're going. But since you're following this person, you hope they make a right turn somewhere, and it's the right turn. Guess what they end up doing? Making a left turn. So now you're even more lost than you already were. So you see what I'm saying? So that's how I felt with, that's how I felt with this, bro. You know? But all I can say is, man, we all got a choice. Keep that in mind, everybody. If you guys like this video, man, give it a fat thumbs up. Like, comment, share, Machiavelli Gang. We up out of here, man. I love you guys, man. You guys have a blessed one. Safe. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.